video, and there's going to be several throughout the night. We are, well, there's John right there. We are at a tuberculosis sanitarium. We cannot give out where we're at. Um, that was my phone. I should turn down like notifications if I could do that. Ringtone. Hang on, guys. Bear with me here. Media down. Notifications down. All right. So anyway, as I was saying, we're at the sanitarium. We are going to conduct. Yeah. We got people here. Hang on just a second. We are live.
She said you forgot these.
What? What is it?
The glove things. So
I've got
the
one.
next one's down.
No, I've got one.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. Hey, Angel. See, I got two people in here so far.
Yeah.
So anyway, what we're gonna do is a live EVP session with Ron Haskett. Hey, Dara. Hey, Angel. He's gonna call in. What a live EVP session, a phone-in session is basically he's gonna call in on a cell phone. We're gonna put that on speakerphone, and when we do that, we're gonna have a recorder setting next to it, and we're gonna put this camera facing somewhere out here. We might slide this halfway into the hall of this table, so we can give people something to look at.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll at least focus it on the phone. You guys can watch the phone and listen for EVPs, listen for anything that might come through. He's going to do about a 15 to 30 minute EVP session. Just depends on how long we let it go. So, okay, we're back. All right, so I just messaged Ron to call, so hopefully he calls here pretty quick. We just gotta wait. I guess while we're waiting, I am going to. There he is.
Sid Morgan used to have them, we'll slap them.
Go ahead, put him on speaker, John.
Hang on a minute.
All right, hey Ron.
How's it going?
It's going good. We've got the live stream going now. Phone down, John. About the area you're in, we are going to just so you can know what you're talking about, what you're getting into. I should probably turn this camera around. That's why I can't see.
Yeah.
Hey Nikki. Hey Claudia. And I'm gonna fill in everybody else on what's kind of going on. So, I'm gonna talk to the camera here for a second, Ron, before I talk to you. For everybody watching, of course, this is John's cell phone that you're staring at. Behind there, that way, is a hallway that runs this way. We are on technically the first floor. It's the basement of this tuberculosis sanitarium. And down here, Ron and people at home, there's a rumor of a spirit of a man who does not like people down here and tends to yell. We have captured a recording of him yelling. So that's something you should probably. I have a little night vision camera that I'm going to set next to this because I think that would be beneficial. I don't want it to like fall. So let's move this a little further in. It comes across here. Yeah. It's someone freezing for me, working for me now, keeps buffering. I have a poor signal down here, guys, so bear with me. Hopefully it'll be all right. So Ron is going to do an EVP session for about 15 to 30 minutes. Ron, this is an old tuberculosis sanitarium, and then after they closed down the tuberculosis sanitarium, it became a hospital for or not a hospital, but more like a nursing home. And after that, they did close it down. This is an active campus, so I can't say a whole lot of information out there. So that'll be. Can Ron see the chat? No, unless he gets on a computer, but he's on his phone right now, I think.
Yeah, I cannot see the chat at all.
Yeah. Okay, so, all right, people in the chat, if you see anything, go ahead and, or if you hear anything, type it in the chat. We can go back over it after this is done and see if anybody heard anything. Like I said, we do have a night vision camera down here recording next to my phone. So yeah. Ron, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, so just to let you know, Ron, what other people have experienced when they do this is they'll hear static over the phone. They'll hear you may hear voices. Um,
Okay.
A lot of times it's the static, it's kind of like popping.
or-
Right.
so
Okay. Do you know what the gentleman's name is that doesn't like people to be down there?
I don't remember his name. The Robert, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Robert, I believe it's Robert.
Okay.
So you can call him if you'd like.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, we ready?
You gentlemen ready?
Yeah, John's gonna hit record on the digital recorder,
We'll record.
and we are recording. So give us about 10 to 20 seconds to get out of the area, and then you can start.
Okay.
All right.
Hello? Hello, hello? So, first of all, my name's Ron, and I was asked by the people that are there with you to come speak with you. First of all, I heard some of the history of the place and what had happened here, and I want you to know that I truly apologize. I'm sorry that life was hard. I'm sorry that you came down with this terrible disease. And more importantly, I'm sorry that there wasn't anything anyone could do for you guys. Because you're human beings and you do not deserve to suffer the way you probably did. Now, with that being said, I understand that there's a man down here by the name of Robert. Maybe Robert? If I'm not getting your name correct, I apologize, sir, but allegedly you don't want people down here. You don't want people in your space, and I totally understand that 1,000%. I would not want someone barging into my home, walking into my room, shining flashlights, yelling, screaming, acting a fool. I would not like that. But sir, I want to promise you that I come today for a reason. And that reason is that your story can be told. Now, we have set up recorders, sir. All you have to do is speak into a recorder. That's all you have to do. Speak into a recorder. And if you would be okay with it, anyone that can hear my voice, I come in peace. I'm not here to hurt you. To the best of my ability, I'm here to help you. I was called to talk to you guys, and that's all I want to do is try to help you. So if there's anyone in here, in this room with the telephone and the recorders, can you please say your name? Can you let us know what your name is so we can address you properly? I think I heard Ken, I'm not sure. So, again, I've heard your story, and it wasn't easy being sick, was it? often feel alone? Did you feel like no one cared about you? Were you angry that you had this damn disease and no one could fix your problem? Well, I want to let you know that you were not, believe it or not, you weren't alone. And there were people, if you saw them in life, that cared about you, that loved you. And even today, there's still people that care about you. They still love you. And I'm truly 1,000% sorry that your disease wasn't able to be cured. You know, my parents passed away of cancer. And that hurt real bad. So I could only imagine the pain not only you experienced, but the pain that your family experienced as well. Is that why some of you are still here? You're waiting for your family? Are you here because you're waiting for someone to let you know that they're there for you, that they care about you, and to make it okay? You know, the people there tonight, they are there to try to help you. They're there to try to be your friend. They're there to let you know that it's okay not to be okay. You know, you guys have had something happen to you that will happen to every single one of us, and that is death. And I want you to know that I feel terrible for you, that you had to die in such a terrible manner. Can you give us a sign that you're listening to me by maybe knocking on something or tapping on something? I also understand that this used to be a nursing home. Is that true? You know, one of my favorite places that I go and I hang out, it used to be a nursing home as well. And some of the people that live there, they're just like you. They still come around. I still talk to them. And they're some of my all-time favorite people. To those of you that were in the nursing home, did your family ever come see you? Were you afraid? Did you feel forgotten? I was talking about my mom who died of cancer. You know, she was in a nursing home for a while too. And I would go as much as I could to visit her, but sometimes I couldn't because it hurt so bad. seeing the ones you love in such a hard spot in life. Sometimes people can be cruel, and they do walk away, right? But sometimes you love someone so much that there's days you just can't accept the fact that they're not the same person they used to be. I want to let you know that if you ever felt in life that you weren't cared about, that you weren't appreciated, that you weren't loved, you are now. That's why you have people in your house at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, trying to communicate with you because they want to talk to you. They want to know your story. I want to know your story. Do family members ever bring you flowers? I take my mom flowers occasionally. Did they play bingo where you guys were when it was a nursing home? Did you like to play bingo? My mom used to drag my dad to bingo. He couldn't stand the shit, but he'd play anyhow. You know, I really appreciate the opportunity for you letting me talk to you. I hope I've kind of calmed down the fears if there were any of my friends being in there because they really are good people. I'm just like them. I'm an investigator, and one of the most important things of being a paranormal investigator is finding out people's stories. And if you let your story be known, your name will live on for a long time. I've been kind of a chatty Cathy. Is there anything you want to say to me? So I said rambling wrong. I'm not a female. Is it cold in that building? It looks like it could be pretty cold there. What was your favorite activity when you lived there? Was it anything exciting? I've worked at places and like the place you live in, and let me tell you, it's pretty interesting sometimes, so I wouldn't doubt you probably stayed in your room a little bit, right? Is there anything I can do to help you? I know I'm probably being a pain, but you know, you deserve your story told, and I'm just, if I can be a part of that, that would be amazing. a gentleman that doesn't like people around. Sir, were you ever married? Did you have children? I don't know if I were married with children. I'd probably want to be by myself too sometimes because, you know, marriage and raising children and all that, it can be a little tough. A guy's got to have his private time, right? You know, us men, we have to stick together. Were you a part of this location when it was a nursing home or a tuberculosis center? Did your family ever come to visit you? Did you have a family? You probably enjoyed the peace and quiet though, right? Did you have children? What were they like? Again, I'm sorry that you had to be put in there. You know, it's not easy. I had to see my mother be put in a nursing home for a moment, and that was the hardest time of my life. It was honestly the hardest time of her life. So, you actually have my utmost respect because you survived that. You lived there, and you made the best of it. You have a lot to be proud of. All of you guys listening to me have a lot to be proud of. Tuberculosis is a very sad disease. Being in a nursing home is a very hard thing. You guys, again, I'm sorry. You deserve much, much more better. You deserve much, much more than what you got. I guess I said, yeah. So, again, guys, if there's anything at all I can help you with, just tell me. It's probably a little weird having cameras and flashlights and all that in your face, huh? They're just looking for you and they're trying to get the answers like I am. I come with peace, I come with respect. if you can let these guys know along with their friends that you're here, that'd be awesome. Because a lot of it is just wanting to know you're really there, you know what I mean? It's not fun laying in the dark talking to yourself. It's like marriage. One-sided conversations aren't fun. And I'm sure you guys want to talk too. I'm sure you want your stories told. We welcome you to tell your story. If you want to turn on a flashlight, if you want to make a noise, you're not going to scare these guys. You know, don't be afraid of scaring them. In fact, between us, they'd probably love it if you did. Because some people are crazy like that. Me, not so much, but other people enjoy it. Whatever you want to do to let them know that they're there, you should do that. It's probably getting to your bedtime, huh? What time do you usually go to bed? You know, the place I go, it has a little 12-year-old girl, and I try to not keep her up too late talking to her. I try not to keep the place up too late at all, because usually when I'm trying to go to sleep, they're making a ruckus in the next room. Is that what you're going to do to these guys? Wait for them to get all rested up and ready for bed, and then just let your presence be known? If you want to do that, that's okay too. My buddy Glidden, he's done a lot of investigations trying to get answers for you guys. Can you say something to let me know you're here? Are you ready for me to hang up? If you're ready for me to hang up, all you have to do is make a noise, and if I hear it, I'll hang up. I've never been to Arkansas before. I might have to come over there and visit you guys one day. Would you be okay with that? Do you enjoy visitors? when was the best time that people come to visit you? Did you like them to come around Christmas or Thanksgiving? Being in the hospital and nursing homes, do they have good food there? I'm a pretty fat guy. I like to eat, so that's kind of important information. I also have the misfortune of working in an assisted living kitchen. I love the people, but the cooking, oof, so rough. It's kind of hard cooking for 100 people in 2 hours or 3 hours.
Hey, Ron,
Yes, sir.
I just want to give you a heads up that we're coming down.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks for letting me talk to you, buddies.
You stay on the line for a second. That was John burping.
Yeah.
Here comes John. All right. At this moment, Ron, I'm going to ask you, did you hear anything while you were doing your session?
Honestly, I thought a couple names. I thought I heard maybe one or two names. Honestly, I can't remember what they were right off the top of my head.
Uh-huh.
I think one was Ken, maybe.
Ken?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that I'm able to hear them, but maybe it was just any, static that sounded like the name. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure I may have heard Ken.
Can I blow your mind for a second?
Okay.
So, one of the guys that works here and started letting, his name is Ken.
Shut up.
Nope. His name is Ken.
Wow. No, that is amazing.
And I know you don't know where we're at. I know for a fact you don't know where we're at.
You guys literally called me 5 minutes before doing an interview and told me this was going to happen.
Yeah.
So, I've had no opportunity to even do research, so.
And you're not psychic or anything. You're not like a psychic medium, right?
No, occasionally I can hear stuff, a voice here and there, but to say I'm psychic, I can't say that I
Right.
am.
Not clairvoyant
No.
or anything. I'm feeling a breeze on my neck right now.
Oh, wow.
It's
That's
not there
amazing.
now, but it just happened. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, it passed by. But anyway, yeah, the Ken things, that's real. That's a little tidbit of information for you, buddy.
Wow. All right. Well, I will let you guys get going. Tell them I said thank you for letting me talk to them.
Uh-huh.
And I will talk to you guys later.
All right, buddy. We appreciate you
All
calling
right,
in.
take care. Thank you.
Thanks, guy.
All right.
All right.
So, that was Ron. We're going to cut this live feed for a few minutes. I'm going to have another person do a call in. We're going to move this location and get the little body cam, the infrared body cam. I'm going to try to have this light with you guys so you guys can see what's going on in the area while the session is going on. But don't go anywhere. This live feed will end, but another one will start up. So join us back here for the live phone-in sessions at a tuberculosis hospital here on Haunting History. All right, guys. So we shall see you in a few.